What's up, everybody? I have a great message for you today. What do you do when you can't get the results that you want? What do you do when you can't lose the weight? What do you do when you can't reach your goals and dreams? What do you do when you can't find the relationship that you're looking for? What do you do when you can't find the job that you're looking for? Right? What do you do when you can't get the fulfillment, the happiness, the peace that you're looking for? The answer to those questions are change. But it's not any kind of change, because see, you can change your job, you can change your friends, you can change your hair, you can change your clothes, you can change city, you can change the country that you live in. But if you don't change your mind, nothing changes. Even if you change all those prior items that I mentioned, even if you change your job or your hair or the cities, those are temporary changes. They are temporary for a short period of time. Those changes are good. You feel good about them. And let's look at the mental factor, right? The reason why those happen, those moments of satisfaction happens, and there's short periods of moment happen, and the reason is because when you are at your prior or previous job or with your prior relationships, those are responsibilities that you need to take care of, right? Those are responsibilities. And get to the point that you no longer want nothing to do, right, with those responsibilities. So you just throw them away, right? Just give up on them. So for a short period of time, they're no longer your responsibility. You feel free. Now you're all set, right? Those problems are solved. But if you move to the next, when you get to the next job, when you get to the next relationship, now you have new set of responsibilities. Now, if you didn't change on the period during the period of change, when you change from a job to another relationship, one relationship to another, the closest countries, whatever, if you don't change, you taking yourself, you taking the same attitudes, right, to the next relationship, you're taking the same mindset, you're taking the same emotions, you're taking the same behaviors, right? You're taking yourself, you're taking your mind. You may change the exterior, but you didn't change the interior, right? So what you need to focus on is what it is in me, right? It's not about changing the exteriors, it's about changing yourself. What it is in me, right? What it is in me that actually creating, all these circumstances around it. What it is, how I'm behaving, how I'm taking care of my issues, how I'm reacting to stuff, right? How I'm treating people. You need to look into yourself first, before you even change the exterior, because the exterior can be changed, but it's just a temporary change. If you really want a big change, you need to change inside of yourself. You need to change your mind. You need to change the way you think, and this, just remember a story. I want to tell you a quick story that I heard, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna learn something about it, or something on this story. It was a old man, right? He just lost his wife. I think was 85 years old. I think, I'm not sure, but around there. So he didn't want to live alone anymore. He lost his wife. He just don't want to live by himself. So he decided to go live one of these elderly homes, and so he wake up in the morning one day, he just set up an appointment, call a taxi, he gets ready, he he put on a suit, he do his hair, put some cologne, he want to look sharp, he's that kind of person, look sharp, look good, and he goes to the appointment. He gets there 1 hour early, because that's the kind of person he is. He likes to get, or whatever appointment, or whatever he's going, he likes to get early. That's that kind of man. He's very wise kind of person. Once he got there, he's waiting, he got an hour early. An hour later, the assistant comes in, and the person that's gonna give him a tour. Comes in and say, hey, hi, how are you doing? Come on in. I'm going to give you a tour, and I'm gonna tell you about where you're gonna sleep. Tell you about your room. So they start walking, and she starts saying, you're gonna love the couch. The couch is located in that area. Blah blah blah. Is very good. You're gonna love the bed and stuff. And he goes, and the man goes and throw his hand up and say, I love it. I just love it. And she was like, sir, I didn't show it to you. I'm just describing it to you. And the man goes and says, young lady, you don't understand. It's not the way that the furniture is arranged in the room that make me love it. It's how my mind is arranged in here that make me love it. I already decide that I love it. I don't care how the furniture are arranged in the room for me to love it. I already decide in my mind I want to love it. Okay? That's a beautiful story. It's not about how the world is or how your life around these around of you is that make you hate it or love it. It's the way you have your mind set up that make you hate it or love it. So it's not about the exterior. The exterior really doesn't really matter. It's how you see it with your mind. It's how you interpret it with your mind. That's make you have this emotional response to whatever you see, to whatever you hear, or whatever you come in contact with. So one very important thing for you to do when it comes to make a change is to start in your mind, is to change your mind, because everything comes through your mind. And I'm going to give you one more tip. If you learn to use your imagination, you can take your life to the next level. You may not, it's not about getting super rich or whatever. Is getting yourself to an emotional state that is stable for yourself, without really pay attention or depending on whether whatever is around you is good or whatever or is bad. You get to the point that you control yourself to emotionally, and you feel the way you want to feel, you think the way you want to think, and you just be the way you want to be, no matter what's going on around you. And our imagination is a very, very powerful tool. A lot of people, most people, let's say 98%, don't really pay attention to it. But it's very, 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 oops. I have my hands on the wheels, and the camera is kind of flipping a little bit. So I'm sorry for that. So the imagination is very powerful tool that we can use. If you pay attention, everything around you, your car, your house, your TV, the streets, the buildings, they all start here in the imagination of somebody. And then somebody had to imagine, somebody had to create in his mind first, okay, before even make a reality. So in your life, right, in our lives, we can use our imagination to create what we want to see. Okay, if you wanna create like a life that is worth of yourself, that you think you're worth, you can imagine first. You need to imagine. You need to know what it is before even try to get it. Because if you don't know what it is, I'm pretty sure you will never find it. Okay, so you have to create it first. Now, when you're facing an issue with somebody, or just you're not feeling really good, pay attention what pictures are going through your mind, what things are going to your mind, because those are what that trigger the emotions. If you with your emotion, you can actually think the way you want to think. If somebody is treating you wrong, you can create it, you can shift it inside of your head, because that's only thing you can control all the time. Nobody can, and you shouldn't let nobody actually manipulate, your imagination or your mind. Okay, so you can use your mind to shift whatever it is that you're facing. Yeah, if somebody's treating you wrong, you can do it in your mind, in your imagination. You can shift it, do what you want it. You can make it a cartoon, a funny cartoon or whatever, and laugh about it, instead of just repeating the same negative image in your mind all over again, and getting yourself sad and depressed, and and feeling like shit. You know what I'm saying? So that you can change. So first, you need to change the way you see things. You need to change the arrangement of your mind. Okay? Number two, you need to learn to use your imagination. Create what you want to see. Whatever you want to see, whatever you want to have, whatever you want to feel, you can create it in your mind, because nobody can control that. That's only yours, and nobody else needs to know. But that can control the way you feel emotionally. And no matter where you are, or no matter what type of person you is, if you don't feel emotionally satisfied or emotionally happy and fulfilled, there is nothing else on the exterior that can actually do that for you. So that's only you can do it. Okay? And I'm gonna leave you with a simple question. Why somebody as big as you is acting so small? Why somebody as big as you, with such a powerful mind, such a huge person, a huge human being, is acting so slow, so small? Okay, it's not a question to find the answer, because you may get crazy, but it spotlights the fact that you're not acting your full potential, and you let the other people maybe determine how you think, how you feel, and how you live. And that is something that only you know how to do. All right?